Hi there, my name is Marley and welcome back to my channel, as they say. So this week I'm going to be doing another reading vlog. As you can probably tell from the title, I'm going to be reading the popular YA mystery series Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I'm going to be doing my best to do a spoiler-free review of this series, so don't worry, I'm gonna try and not make it spoilery. But anyways, if you guys don't know what Truly Devious is about at this point, as I said, it's a YA mystery that follows this girl Stevie, who is very smart and very interested in investigating murders and mysteries. She loves true crime and she ends up getting invited to attend this school called Ellingham that is for gifted kids. So while we are seeing her at this school, we are also seeing an alternate timeline of when the school first opened and a crime was committed, a note was left, and it was signed Truly Devious. So now Stevie is going to the school in present day and she is going to try and solve this crime from like the 30s. And it is a trilogy, so I also have the Vanishing Stair that I'll be reading after, and then the conclusion, The Hand on the Wall. I've heard really good things about this series for years, and I've been collecting the books and I wanted to read them in October for like the mystery vibe, but that didn't happen. Now I'm going to try and read them this week. As you can see, I already did start Truly Devious last night. Did not get too far. I really like how unique Stevie is and how her parents just like don't know what to do with her because she's such an odd child that is just obsessed with true crime and she wants to be like Sherlock Holmes. And we've got some flashbacks to what first happened at the school. I'm ready for a good mystery. I recently read Holly Jackson's A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and I am here for the genre of teenage girls solving murders. I love that. Oh, I also wanted to say please subscribe at the beginning of this video. I always say it at the end and I forget to say it at the beginning. So please subscribe if you would like more bookish videos, bookish vlogs. Please like and comment as well. So I'm not feeling the best today, but I'm gonna put on fake persona for this. I am halfway through Truly Devious and I am really enjoying it. Truly. Did I just say I was halfway? I don't know, I'm losing it. So I forget what I said in the intro to this video, but basically there are two different timelines going on in the book. So the first one is back in the 30s when the Ellingham School was first founded and the crimes by Truly Devious took place. So the wife and daughter of the founder of the school were kidnapped and killed, and another student was also killed. So that happened years ago. It was never solved. And our other timeline is where we're following Stevie, and she is at the school and she's determined to finally solve murder mystery and find out who Truly Devious was. And it's seeming like Truly Devious is still around at the school. It is like a lot of years later, so I don't think it can be the same person, but it could be like a copycat or someone working with the original Truly Devious. I don't know. So we're getting to know Stevie's character. She struggles with anxiety and like panic attacks. So that's going on, and then we're getting to know her other like fellow students and her friends, and so that's been fun. As it says on the back, one of them is an inventor, one of them is a novelist, an actor, an artist, and the jokester. And honestly, I am suspicious of them all. Like, no one is safe from my suspicions. Even her closest friends, I'm like trying to think of what their like motives could be or how they could be involved in whatever's going on at the school. One of the students, what is his name? David. They have a bit of a banter or like weird kind of enemies thing going on, Stevie and David. I kind of want it to be a thing. I am shipping it. I don't know if it's going that direction for it to be a enemies to lovers, love-hate romance, but I hope it goes that way. It's that, or he's gonna be involved in what's going on and he's gonna be evil maybe, but I really don't want that. I want there to be a romance in this. This is a YA mystery, so there probably will be romance, so I'm here for that. And yeah, it is a murder mystery, so it has been creeping me out a little bit. At night, I was scared going to bed last night. But yeah, I'm really loving it. I'm interested to see how this mystery is a trilogy, like why it is drawn out so long, because with how it's going right now, I just don't know how it can be 3 books. I guess Maureen Johnson just really drags it out, but I'm here for it. I'm really enjoying it. I finished Truly Devious last night and it was so good. I absolutely loved it. 5 stars. It is very similar to one of my other favorite books this year, which was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I just love these like YA books with teenagers solving mysteries, murder mysteries. I just think they're so fun and I need to read more of them. But anyways, when I last updated, where did I leave off? Basically, a crime happens in current day with Stevie and her classmates. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's pretty messed up, and Stevie takes it upon herself to, you know, solve the current crime and kind of put the past crime on the back burner. Although it's like they could be related. And I'm gonna be honest, the past crimes with Truly Devious and even the current crimes in present day both weren't totally solved in this book, and that's why there's obviously the next 2 books. But we did get some answers for both of the mysteries, so I'm very interested to see what else will happen. But I will say it's like a trope, right, where like characters won't go to the police with information. We see it in like Pretty Little Liars, stuff like that. You're just like, why aren't you going to the police with this information? And there was a case of that in this book where Stevie, she should have just gone to the police. She should have just told them the leads that she had found. And I know in some books the characters are getting threatened and that's why they can't go to the police, or the police are corrupt so you don't want to go to them. But in this case, like, Stevie had a good relationship with the head of security at the school and he seems very trustworthy, so I'm like, she could have just gone to him. It's just but anyways, obviously for storytelling purposes, characters normally don't go to the police. Also, the love interest, David, that I talked about how I wanted that to be a thing. Let's just say I did get what I want, but it happened a little bit too quickly, or not exactly how I wanted it to work. The fact that it's a trilogy, I feel like they could have drawn out that romance a little bit, which they are, but like they kissed like earlier than I wanted them to. So, but I am liking that addition to this. And yeah, since this is non-spoilery, I can't really say too much, but I loved this so much. I did not guess the person who would be at fault for the crime, so always love that. Always love when it's a surprise. And as I said, it's not totally resolved. I am dying to start The Vanishing Stair. Let's grab it actually. The Vanishing Stair. There's also a lot of riddles in these books, which goes along with, you know, murder and mystery riddles. So if you're a fan of riddles, I would also recommend these books because I'm like dying to know. There's a couple riddles, or at least one, and I got reminded of it because it has to do with the stair, and I'm really just wanting to know the answers to the riddles. Anyways, let's hope this book is just as good as Truly Devious. So I just finished my assignment for my publishing certificate I'm doing, where I had to make a nonfiction book proposal. So I had to come up with like the concept of a nonfiction book and like do a whole proposal on it, like an overview, author biography, table of contents, like breakdown of every chapter, all that stuff. And yeah, it was pretty fun. I chose a Canadian celebrity to base it off of her memoir. It's Avril Lavigne. That's who I chose. Let me know if you guys know about her in the US. I think so, right? She wasn't just famous in Canada, I don't think. But yeah, and I called it My Happy Ending. Genius, my mind. But yeah, so I feel pretty productive. The fact that I finished work, finished my assignment, and now I'll get to read the rest of the night. Here with an update on the Vanishing Stair. I am officially over halfway, but can we talk about the timeline for this series is very weird. It's literally Halloween right now in the book, which means October 31st, which means there's been only like 2 months of school. And this is the second book. Unless they started earlier than September, which maybe they did and I don't remember that from the first book, but I'm like, I feel like more months should have passed by now, right? Like that's, anyways. So immediately I felt like this book was gonna be kind of like a filler book. I felt like we were just exploring so many red herrings in the mystery and like false leads, and I still kind of feel that way. I guess we're getting some information, but a lot of it does feel like filler. And there was one point where there was like a news article and it just listed a bunch of different theories that people in the book have about the kidnappings and the murders, and some of them were similar to the theories I've had. So I'm like, is that the author's way of kind of crossing out a bunch of different theories that we could be having? Because if so, I really don't know what's going on, because a couple of different theories they have were like sort of mentioned already, and as soon as your theory is mentioned in the book, you know that it's not going to happen once like the characters become aware of it. So I guess as of right now, I don't really know what's happening, but a lot of like suspects are getting crossed off the list, I guess you could say. We also have a potential second love interest. I should have known. This is a YA series and I feel like it's been a while since I read one of those. They always have a love triangle, and I'm not someone who hates on love triangles. I actually always liked them. I always liked the other guy, the one that she didn't end up with. I think I'm kind of past that though, and yeah, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that, but there has been a new guy introduced and I don't know what his role is gonna be yet, but he seems nice, I guess. I am enjoying this. I am still really liking the mystery. It's just, as I said, that there might be a lot of filler in this, but I don't think I'll fully know till the end, because I was looking at some reviews to see if other people felt that way, like maybe this was the worst one or like there was filler. Everyone loved it. A lot of people that gave the first one 5 stars also gave this 5 stars. They say the ending's really good cliffhanger, all of that. So I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we are gonna get some good stuff by the end of this. Not that we haven't got good stuff yet, it just seems like the mystery is going on so long, and I feel like I'm not used to that. I'm used to like one book mysteries, so I think it's just different. There definitely is more to it than we originally thought. I just hope I like the direction that it goes. But anyways, this has been a morning rambly update. I'm so close to finishing. I freaking need to know what's happening. We are getting info, but not enough. It's so good. So Stevie knows who did it. She hasn't told us yet. I think I know what she's thinking based on the clues, but we'll see. Okay, so I finished it and it was so good. I'm so far into the series now that I don't even want to say anything, but just to acknowledge what I said before about feeling like it could be a filler book, I don't think that's true anymore. We definitely made a lot of progress in this book towards the resolution of all of the mysteries. We got some very key answers, but then we also still have a lot of answers that need to be solved, a lot of mystery left. Yeah, I'm just really loving this series so much. I think that I would give this 5 stars again. Didn't know if I would at the beginning, but honestly I have to. As I think I mentioned while I was reading it, I put the pieces together basically just as Stevie was. So when that happens, it's like you can kind of feel satisfied because you're like keeping up with her, but also it's like, oh, I wish I figured it out before. But honestly, I don't think you even could have. Let me know though if you guys have read this. Did you figure things out before Stevie? But yeah, really loving this series. Can't wait to start the next one. I will be starting it probably immediately. Who needs dinner? Who needs food? I think I'll just read The Hand on the Wall. Hey, so it is a lazy day of reading for me, and I've gotten to be halfway through The Hand on the Wall, and I feel like this book is going to end up being my least favorite of the trilogy. We're having a similar thing that I was feeling in the second book, only I think it's worse in this one, where I feel like the mystery is going very slow right now and we're not getting a lot of info. But I think the last half of the book will be a lot better because answers will get revealed. We will finally learn the answers to the mysteries that we have been waiting for, that I have been waiting for this whole week. So I am really looking forward to the next half of the book, but I think this is my least favorite. At least David is back in it because he was gone for a while, like part of the last book and this book. But he's honestly annoying me. David, come on. And I have my suspicions of who I think is behind what's going on at the school. Again, not gonna spoil, but I'll just say I think it's some of the adults. I don't really suspect any kids at this point, but I think it's the adults that are in the book. I guess we are getting some info, so I guess I kind of lied when I said that we weren't, but like it just is feeling a little slow. But probably the next clip where I finished it, I'll be like super happy and loving it. Right now, I'm like, this is probably the slowest book out of the 3. Hey guys, so I just finished The Hand on the Wall, the final book in the Truly Devious trilogy, and I only gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. It was definitely my least favorite book in the series. As I said in my last update, I did feel like it was the slowest, and I think it's because, as I said earlier, it's just weird having a mystery be drawn out for 3 books. I feel like, as with most mystery books, it can fit into one. So I think when you have that, the longer it goes on, it kind of becomes like more redundant. It just seems like some filler stuff's included, but I did overall really enjoy this series. Clearly, I loved the characters. I really did love the mystery. I think one of the things that brought this down a little bit for me again is that I did guess who the culprit was in the current time mystery. It's not like I knew from the very start, but I definitely knew or suspected for like this whole book basically. So I feel like that can sometimes be like a letdown when you're not like shocked by it and you're just not shocked by the turn of events. But I still really appreciated this series. I still love a lot of things that happened in this. I have a new ship that I love, which I feel like there have not been a lot of books I've read this year where I've been invested in the couple or like the romance, and I definitely was in this series. And there's actually going to be a 4th book called The Box in the in the woods, and it's obviously not a part of this mystery, but it's like a new mystery that Stevie and the gang are gonna solve. So I'm honestly excited about that. That will probably be fun, especially because it will be one mystery contained to one book, I assume. But yeah, overall, I would really recommend these books, especially if you are into mystery, if you're into YA and a lot of YA tropes don't bother you. It has good mental health representation, I would say, with like anxiety specifically. And yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of this series. It was just, I feel like the reveal in the second book was a lot more exciting than this one. It was just a little bit like lackluster for me. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you've made it this far in my vlog, hopefully I didn't spoil anything too much in this video. I'm still learning how to do non-spoilery things, but please leave me a comment, like, and hopefully subscribe for more bookish videos and reading vlogs, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!